Welcome to Drug Talk. I'm Brett, and today we're going to talk about opiate addiction and how it starts. So let's do it. You're really at risk for addiction when you're taking controlled substances to cope with pain. It starts out with doctors prescribing you Percocets or something like that, Vicodin, and if you have something more severe happen, you get boosted up to Oxycontin, which goes anywhere from 5 milligrams to 160 milligrams a pill. Maybe get you a little more sociable with people, and it could be just a very occasional thing. The more you take it, the more your tolerance builds up, and then you need to take more often, and that's when it becomes from pleasurable to an everyday need or craving that you can't live without. That's where all these issues and opioid epidemic really stems from. That's the beginning of the addiction. By then, it's too late to just quit cold turkey without some sort of withdrawals. Now, the sooner you quit, the better. The less severe withdrawals you'll have, the less length of time you will go through withdrawals, and you just have more options. The longer you stay on opioids and the higher your tolerance gets, and the more you need to take, the more you're at risk for overdose and long-term addiction. Typically, you get your pills, your prescription, and you start taking them. And then after a while, your tolerance builds up, or your doctor cuts you off and you can't get your prescription anymore. Then you turn to buying them from other people on the street, friends, family, wherever you can find them. And that can get expensive quick. It's about $1 a milligram. So if you're buying a 60 milligram pill, you're paying $30 for that one pill. Sometimes it's between 50 cents and $1 a milligram. That's still extremely expensive, because by then your tolerance is high. You're going to be taking more than just one pill. You're going to be broke in one day, and then you'll be sick and withdrawn the next day. And so your next option is to turn to heroin. Heroin is cheaper and easier to get than pills. It's closer to $10 per 1/10 of a milligram. Prices may vary, it just depends where you're getting it or who you're getting it from, but that's an average baseline to go off of. So you can see how fast you can go through money in this addiction. And then if you don't have your money, you don't have your pills or your heroin to feel good in the morning to get up and go to work, then what do? You don't go to work, so then you lose your job, and then you don't have anything. You don't have money, you don't have your medication, you don't have your drug. So what do? Well, you start resorting to illegal activities, either selling the drug so you can make money to buy it, stealing other things, or getting into other illicit activities. All right, let's talk about where people get heroin when they don't have pills, or they can't get pills and stuff from other people. Most heroin comes from Mexico, somewhere in different countries, and immigrants like Hondurans that come up from Honduras, they don't have a way to make a living, so what they do is they find a dealer and they get heroin and they go out in the big cities and sell it. Like in Denver, for instance, there's a couple street corners downtown, right by the river, right at one of the big parks near the Capitol. It's everywhere out there, and it's so easy to get, and that's how a lot of these people are getting their heroin, not just from making a phone call or something like that. They actually sell it out on street corners in the city, as do they sell all sorts of other drugs. But I think a big issue and way that we can kind of help this epidemic is to really crack down on these areas, police to talk to people and find out, where they're getting it from, and really put an effort into stopping the supply chain, because without supply, people can't get hooked, and it forces people to quit. So it's really easy to get it. That's what makes this so dangerous. It's kind of like alcoholism. Alcohol you can get on every street corner. Opiates is almost similar. Also, guys, the Thanks again for watching. If you have any questions or video ideas, things that you'd like to learn about or know with this particular topic, leave it in the comments below. I'll be sure to get back to you. And I look forward to making many more videos. I'm going to try to go to some of the prisons and jails and interview some people. If you need help or you know someone that needs help, please call.